Hello everybody. Okay, so I was told that since it was October, I was reminded that I was supposed to do some paranormal story times, and I apologize I haven't been on for a while. You know, I've been sick and trying to get well, but so we'll just get started on the story time. When I was, well, let me back up a little bit. The place that we were living in at this time, we moved there when I was 8 years old, okay? And at this time I was 15. Now, during the course of that time that I was living there, there was, you call it a ghost, spirit, whatever you want to call it, you know, and this ghost would like to play tricks on me. Well, my siblings later told me that they did the same thing to them. They played the same tricks, but I guess they never talked about it. Not really sure why. So I was 15 years old this particular time. I was 15, and I had just started this new medication, and I was in the kitchen with my mom. And she said, it's time for you to take your medicine. And she said, it's in the living room on the coffee table. And I was like, okay. And I walked in there and I said, no, Mom. I said, they're not on the coffee table. She goes, yeah, they are. They're in there on the coffee table. And I said, I went in there, looked again. No, Mom, they're not. They're not in here. And she said to my brother, she said, look on the table. She goes, do you see our pills? He goes, Mom, he says, they're not on the table. And she goes, that's where I put them. And my sister was sitting there, I think she was watching TV, and she looked over, she goes, yeah, Mom, they're not on the coffee table. And she goes, well, go check in the bathroom. She goes, maybe they're in there. So we go, run to the bathroom, we're looking in there, couldn't find them there. No, Mom, they're not in here neither. And she goes, I'm telling you, she goes, I put them on the coffee table. She come walking out of the kitchen the same time that we come walking from where the bathroom was, and there they sat, right there, in the middle of the coffee table, just like where she said they were at. And she thought us kids were crazy, you know? And I was just like, what the hell ever? I said, those were not sitting there. And so then it was probably a month or so later, I was getting ready for school. Now, back in these days, I was a teenager at the time, so back in those days, you know, was the day of the big hair, you know, where the girls teased their hair, and you know, and y'all remember those big cans of Aquanet that we used? Okay, well, I was in the bathroom getting ready, and I was, you know, doing my hair, you know, and my mom was standing there talking to me while I was doing my hair, and I got it just perfect, you know, just, you know, and I was like, can't move, I need to spray this now before it falls, you know, and I turned to grab my hairspray, and it wasn't there. I said, come on, Mom, give it back. She goes, give me what? And she's leaning up against the wall, you know, with her hands behind her back, with kind of this smirk on her face. I said, come on, Mom, my hair's going to fall. Give me my hairspray. She goes, I don't have it. I said, seriously? She goes, I don't have it. And she stood up and she showed me her hands. I said, where the hell did my hairspray go? I said, I just had it sitting right here. You know, and you can't miss it. It's a big can. And I was like, well, maybe I put it in my purse. You know, we're moving things around. I'm looking at my purse. It's not in there. And turned and looked on the floor. Went on the floor. We both looked up again, and there sat the hairspray right there. And my mom said, that was not sitting there. She said, we moved. We put things in that spot. That was not sitting there. And I looked at her and said, now do you think we're crazy? And I guess at that point she realized that, you know, we wasn't lying, you know, and it wasn't like somebody just overlooking something, you know, because it's one thing for one person to overlook something, but it's practically impossible for two or more people to overlook something, you know. It's just, it don't happen, rarely. And she's like, that's just creepy. And I was like, told you. And it had been going on for years with this thing, you know, playing tricks on at least me anyway, you know, taking things and, you know, and me knowing they were sitting right there. So and then it's probably a month or two after that, I was getting ready to leave for school, and my mom says, well, I'm going to go out to the car and get it started. She goes, I'll see you out there. I was like, okay. And the night before, when I got home from school, I put my bottle of pills up on the entertainment center, because it was the first thing that I seen when I walked in the door, and I put them right there. And I was like, okay, I'll remember that's where I put them, so I remember to grab them tomorrow. And I looked on top of the entertainment center, and they were not there. I was like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me, you know, because we was already running behind. And I called out to my mom, and I said, did you move my pills? She said, no. And at that point, I knew. I was like, he's going to play a trick again. And I said, look, I said, I'm in a hurry. I got to go. I don't have time for this. I said, so I'm going to go back in my bedroom. When I come back out, I want my pills back where I left them. So I walked back to my bedroom. I came back out. When I got back out to the living room, there they sat where I left them the day before. And I said, thank you. And, you know, of course, I left. Now, why that particular year? Because it would, like I said, it would do it every once in a while. But that year, for some reason, it did it quite often. I don't know why. And it seemed to really focus its attention on me, on doing it to me. And I don't know why. But, the things that it did, I mean, that was one thing, but it would do other things too, to, I guess, kind of tell me, hey, I'm here. I guess. That's the only thing I can figure. But anyway, that's my story time for today. I will be back next week, and I'll tell you one with the same house. I'm guessing the same ghost or spirit, whatever you want to call it. And that one you'll want to hear. But that'll be next Friday. So I'll see you all then. Bye.